The way we think will either hinder us or help us. It may make us happy or sad. We can be mad and hate, or just be grateful to exist and take advantage of all the opportunities life has to offer. Back when I was younger, I did not think life had a lot of opportunities. I think most of us go through that because we were raised by a generation that had limited thinking when it came to the ways of making money and how the world works. This is not our fault. The world is changing, and if we stay stagnant or conform, then we will be left behind. Mindset means this is what your mind thinks at the core. When I say core, I mean what your first beliefs were to set your way of life. What do you believe to be truth and lies in your life? We all tell ourselves lies, lies someone else told us and pointed out, and we believe it to be our truth. Why would someone else's thoughts about us bear so much weight that we take on their thoughts as our truth? We were ingrained to think this way, so don't beat yourself up for not knowing any different if you didn't know. My purpose is to help you understand that our mindset, while not easily persuaded, is not totally shut off to learning something new or a new version of something old. No matter what, when we're learning, we're growing. What does your mind say about you right now? Are you full of great things to say, or are you going to tell me bad things about you or that have happened to you? Do you have a mix of both good and bad? In the past, before understanding my own mindset and my truth to life, I would not speak very highly of myself. I would say that I'm not good looking or that I talk too much. Well, we could break those two things down and talk about it. Do you think that when I first looked in a mirror that I thought I was ugly? Ugly means that there is something more beautiful than I am. Ugly means that there is something wrong with me. How would I know what beauty and ugly exists if someone didn't teach it to me first? And they taught me their own perception on what ugly and beautiful is. So the wrong person told me I was ugly. I believed it to be my truth and I called myself not good looking. What about the talking too much? Well, this one I possibly could have never known on my own, because how would I know that my talking is too much for someone else? Some people talk a lot and some don't. When we learn from each other, we can find middle grounds. When we learn that we were all told something is wrong with us by one influential person or another in our lives who was just telling us their perception. When we all have an understanding that we're all in the same boat called life together, that is, and the best chance we have is to work together and find our people. This will take time. This will take mindset changes. And this is something that takes trust and relationships and speaking your truths. Speak your truth. How do you know when something is truth and when something is a lie to you? Do you really believe you are overweight? Do you believe you are dumb? These are not your belief system and these are lies. They're not your truths. When you can start to separate your truths from lies, you can see through the madness of the world. Your truth does not always match what you think you're supposed to be doing here. Your truth is at the core of who you are. And when your core is built upon by whomever you were raised by, I would say your core might be a little flawed and not to be fully trusted. If it's flawed with others' truths and not your own. We're literally all flawed in this way. It's the way child raising happens ever since the beginning of time. Parents inflict their way of living and thinking upon us, and we have to differentiate at some point what is our truth. Our mindset, although valid, should not always be trusted when it comes to life situations that involve us making decisions, because we may not be thinking for ourselves and just pulling the information from what we were taught. What you should trust is what we feel deep down in our gut, what we call our intuition, what I call your soul, your higher knowledge, or your inner genius. We were all born a genius, and then society taught us its views to us and demanded we followed their rules. I have to say that I have not been much of a rule breaker in my life when it comes to society's rules. When it comes to my own way of thinking and what is beyond what my own eyes can see, I do not follow the rules of what someone else tells me of what I can see or not see and what I feel or don't feel. What's your intuition saying to you? What's your soul saying to you? Can you hear when it's talking, but then your mind may overcome and not agree? This, my lovelies, is a bad thing to do to yourself. Your gut is to be trusted first and then train your mindset to understand your gut. Where is your mindset? What is on your mind right now? Early childhood traumas, or are you thinking about a vacation you want to take? Is your list of things to do on your mind, or what someone did to you earlier just today? Everyone thinks about whatever they want whenever they want. That's okay. As long as you're thinking about what your next move may be to further your life and not what so and so did to you in the past. Think about the roadmap to get to where you want to be. Are you consciously thinking, or are you still dreaming? Do you think it is possible, or do you think it's just a dream? Are you thinking about buying a house or a car? Are you maybe starting a new job, or are you ending a job? Are you going through stressful situations? Where is your mindset right now? If it's not helping you, it's hurting you. This is exactly why you need the lies to be removed and the truths to come in. My mindset now is on how I can spread more love into the world to help people improve their lives and to live a purposeful life they won't regret. This makes me truly happy. I see the beauty of the world, and when life presents something bad, as some people would say, I would see it for the experience that I had and what I can learn from it. I can honestly say I love myself for who I am, flaws and all. And I am enjoying all the moments that I can because I made a conscious choice every single day until I formed a habit in my subconscious to make my new way of thinking. This is now my only way of thinking. I had to work at it. Trust me, I wasn't this happy. And I couldn't see the solution for every person in any situation overnight. We all have our gifts and abilities from birth, and I was able to understand my abilities later in life. The belief system, as you know, plays a huge role to get started. Getting your mind to believe and your feelings to feel will have you in alignment. What do I mean in alignment? You align your mind with your heart and your soul, and you are living in your true self. Your true, authentic self is who we were designed to be. We all have a reason and a purpose. What is your mind telling you your purpose is? And if you said, I don't know, but I can feel something is happening, well, we will call this your awakening phase. This is also known as your new mindset phase. I'll keep stressing that if you are having feelings that you are meant for more, you definitely are. I will guide you to figure it out and will open up your abilities. We all need to embrace that we have a genius brain that we were born with and that society has filled it with garbage along the way. These lies have filled our minds for too long, and they stop us from making the decisions that would make our lives happy and have abundance. Make the decisions today to stop letting others take control of your life. When you're in control of your mindset and patterns, you have a control of many different situations. You have the ability to create any life you desire, and you know that when things don't go your way, well, that just means something better is waiting for you. We did not come here to be beaten down and to hate our job and the life that we created. We came here to be free and have choices and to learn what we love in life. Our preset beliefs are what is keeping us stuck in the moment and thinking that this is it. We came here for a purpose, and it's a sin if you do not find yours. I'm going to ask you again, where's your mindset? Are you a business owner, self employed, an entrepreneur? Do you work for someone else and know that life could be better? Do you feel stuck where you are and not sure how to advance? Are you a mom who has lost control and all hope with your kids? Or do you just not have the type of relationship that you would want with your kids? Where is your mindset? Does anyone feel like they're not good enough? I'm here to tell you you're wrong. You're more than good enough, and I will prove it to you. When you wake every morning, are you waking with a smile and a thankfulness that you've had a wonderful night's sleep? I've had so many people tell me that they struggle with sleep. I know the answer on how to get better sleep. It's not complicated. It's really not hard. It only takes time and repetition. Set up a sleeping pattern. Say, go to bed every night at 10 o'clock, wake up at 6 in the morning. I personally go to bed around 9 o'clock and wake up around 6. I can sometimes go to bed at 8, and although as an adult I may wake up a couple of times, but I'll still sleep in until 8. This happens after I get off track one night of staying up too late the night before. I get right back on track, and my body thanks me for it. Let your body do the talking for you. Your body is the best healer of all that is going on inside, and sleep time is when your body does its best magic. So give it what it needs. I have had my sleep pattern for as long as I can remember. Set yourself up a routine, a sleep routine, and stick to it every night. Do this for 1 month, 30 days, and watch the change that happens to your body when it gets a new habit or a routine that is set. Your body will start responding and healing. It will help. It will give you more energy and more peace. It will leave you feeling happier and in a mindset to find solutions rather than problems. I have known for a while that I have been given the ability to know divine knowledge. I didn't know what those words meant until later on in life. Divine knowledge, God knowledge, source knowledge, knowledge of the collective, whatever you want to call it. Everyone has the ability to tap into your higher self and channel the collective or channel into the divine knowledge. I know that I am in alignment with my mind, my heart, and my soul. And that means that I have an open channel to my truth and to the divine, which holds everyone's truth. Psychics can channel into your soul, your higher self, your purpose, your intuition, your auras, your lifelines, and who you are. Most people are scared when it comes to psychic mediums. Scared comes from not knowing or understanding something. Scared comes from placing mindset on something before knowing the truth. Scared comes from a society who gives us movies that say bad demons exist and they're out there to harm us. Well, no wonder we're scared. This just simply isn't the truth. Hollywood hasn't had the ability to know what exists after we perish. Hollywood makes movies that are meant to entertain us. They hit close to home at times that we begin to think that the movie we watched could be true. Trust me when I say there is no movie made that can tell the truth to what I know. I am confident. I have never been confident about anything in my life before I awakened and I learned the truth. I am confident in my truth and my abilities. Mindset is our lifestyle. Mindset is our actions. Our mindset creates our reality. Is your mindset benefiting you? Why are you holding old lies as part of your truth? Your mind is your closest companion, your trusted advisor, and the love of your life. Let it work for you and benefit you during all situations and moments. When you're in a mindset that thinks of others, you can see how saying yes or no to a certain situation can benefit both parties involved. You're not seeing it from only your standpoint. For example, you can see that if you were to say no to help a friend in a situation, that friend will not get you, the one who really would have said yes, but when you really meant no, and they would be able to find someone who does have the time and is willing to help. It's okay to say no because you won't be at your fullest potential and the best help to them if you are resenting the fact that you would have said yes when you really meant no. You can start to see that other people's bad attitudes are the only mindset telling them to have a bad day and take it out on someone else. Only reason someone else takes out their frustrations on you is because they either have no one else to do it to, or they don't care whether you can handle it or not, and they just use you. Are you tired of being everyone's punching bag? Your mindset has to be in a position where it can think from the other person's standpoint to start to understand what can be learned from a situation. You have to come out of your feelings and into your intellectual mind, your genius, one step at a time, one person at a time. If you are not in a mindset where you mean the world to yourself, you're not going to treat yourself well. If you don't treat yourself well, you won't feel good. Well, if you don't feel good, then you'll do nothing. And if you do nothing, you're stagnant. And if you're stagnant, you're not living. And if you're not living, you're dying. Why put yourself down any longer? I don't care how others feel. I don't care what anyone else has said about you. Stop beating yourself up over someone else's thoughts. Let your thoughts and your mind create your reality. That's not going to stop people from spewing their feelings at you or their thoughts. When you are in control of your mindset, you will have the ability to see people for what they are worth and not give any feelings or validity to the situation, and therefore can walk away with your head held high. Wouldn't you want that for yourself? I know you do. I know you're ready to feel like this, like you can't be stopped. You feel on top of the world and your joy is everlasting. You can accomplish anything you put your mind to. You are learning all your truths and eliminating all the lies. With my guidance, you will get to where you want to be so fast that you wonder why you didn't seek help from someone else sooner. It's okay. It's not normal for us to ask for help. We're taught to figure out things on our own. This causes severe independence and stubbornness and the most traumatic experiences. Always having to figure out things on our own will leave us frustrated at times, and we will give up at some points in time. It's our sheer determination whether or not we come fighting back. I know with all that has gone on in my life, and the older I get, my determination takes a backseat to my comfort zone at times. This is my weakness that has come about from years of a mindset of having to do everything all by myself. When I say years of a mindset like this, my mom told it best to me that I've been independent since I was 2. And if it helps, my parents also told me the most of the time when I was growing up, I knew more than they did. This did not sit well with me. When I had big questions about life and existence and more, they always asked me what I thought the answer was because they really didn't know. At this point in my life, I don't blame them and I don't hold it against them because number one, that would only cause hurtful feelings of anger and resentment inside of myself. I've done that work and released those old angers. Number two, they were only doing the best that they could with the limited information they received from their parents about this world and the mindset that their parents had taught them. When you have a mindset with no blame, you have a very free mindset. How do you not blame people for their actions? Easy. Let them live their life and you live yours. It's not up to you to tell someone else how you think they should live their life. It is up to you to give love and guidance on what you may think is best for them. But ultimately, each person knows best for their own lives. We all have our own paths, so our children have different opportunities than we do. So don't tell someone what to do. Guide them with your opinion of what worked and didn't work in your life. Then let them use their own mindset to see whether or not your truth is a truth or a lie for them. Too many people form opinions about others, and we are too quick to judge someone. We have had this all happen to us. So why is it that we do it to others? Let's all take a step back for the moment and take a higher stand. No judgment towards others. Everyone is doing the best that they can with their limited knowledge about how life works. We are all in the same boat. Have compassion and empathy towards a person you know is struggling. Don't make fun of them. And if you really feel better putting someone else down, I suggest you dig down deep to the beginning of your life and wonder why your parents did that to you. That's not the way life works. Life works the way our mindset says it does. And that is why we live in a world where the majority of people believe the mindset of the ones who try to run the world. And the rest of us are trying to free the minds of the ones under control. What category do you fall in? To me, it doesn't matter because no matter what, I love you. I love your genius mind, and I cannot wait to see all you have in mind for your life and the dreams and possibilities of what can happen. Get your mindset right. Understand that humans were not meant to be alone. We were meant to be together. Groups of like-minded people are the most powerful people to exist. What group of people are you part of? Are they helping you grow into your purpose? Are they helping you bring out your best self? Our mindset is our thoughts and ideas and the ways we took action before this moment in time. Make your mindset work for you now. This is all I have for today, and I cannot wait to share more with you all later. Much love to you all.